off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cooper, the man in motion right. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. The 30. 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 2nd down at 4. Chubb on the counter. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they let the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They run for it with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now Wilson on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some, can you start in a certain pattern? You wonder, can you get out of it? And that
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Deion Jones, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. In motion right here, Washington. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Ready to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And some space here. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
They go play action with Wilson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Now Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action now. Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Aaron Saubert. And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
A handoff. It's Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Murray. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They run again on first down. Chubb. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones in the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And Chubb will try the middle here. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 67 yards.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation. Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Now it's Wilson.
On the slant, he finds Washington.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
14.
Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Again, Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about it.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left
to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here in the second half.
Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Watson. Dancing. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On fourth down, Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. This offense so far on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They go up the middle with Chubb. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Now Chubb running right. Powers through it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Finding Sutton.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field.